They say when you're genetically blessed, you're a lucky bloke. And I must say this Indian motorcycle 1200S is a lucky bloke. The reason being it's got the genes of the FTR 750. Yes, that's won a lot of flat track races globally. And this one's got the right genes, the FTR 1200S. This is the Motown India show and my name is Roy P. Tharian. We are going to ride it on our clogged roads in Delhi and find out how capable this mean machine is. Indian Motorcycle of the US, part of the Polaris Group, has a very distinct image in the country. They are respected for their cruisers of all sizes and shapes. These motorcycles are known for their power, their size, their girth, and their attitude. But young India always goes for products that are nimble, sporty, hot-looking, and have power like nobody's business. The FTR 1200S is one such bike that could possibly change the fortunes of Indian Motorcycle Company in India. The company recently launched the 2019 FTR 1200S and the FTR 1200S race replica in India. We got to ride the former. There is also another variant, that is the FTR 1200, but that will not be brought into India unless the market craves for it. The FTR 1200 is the street version of the FTR 750, which is basically a race bike that has won several accolades at the American Flat Track Professional Racing Series. Let me describe the bike's design and features. It looks brilliant with its very race-ready kind of looks. The bike comes with a trellis frame around which is built the entire bike with a sporty riding position. The scooped down riding seat and the aerodynamically built fuel tank allow the rider to take a thigh-hugging stance while riding. Incidentally, the fuel tank is just a dummy. It's an empty redesigned shell which covers the fuel tank beneath it. Yes, the real fuel tank has been built so smartly that it ensures a perfect center of gravity character to the bike and thereby helps in a stable ride. The tank has a fuel capacity of 13 liters. The almost flat handlebars are ideal for both a crouched position as well as a chest out position while riding. It all depends on what roads and what speeds you're riding. The FTR 1200S is powered by a liquid-cooled V-twin engine with a 1203cc heart, which has an electronic fuel injection. It generates a peak power of 123 HP and a peak torque of 120 Newton meters at around 6000 RPM. The bike comes with Brembo brakes, Dunlop tires, and a host of other features. The bike has a wheelbase of 1524 mm, a seat height of 805 mm to 850 mm. It has a ground clearance of 183 mm. The overall length is 2287 mm. The overall width is 850 mm. The weight without fuel is 225 kg and with fuel is 230 kg. It has full LED lights. The front DRLs in the shape of a half moon has the name Indian prominently displayed at the base. The rear LED lamp too has the Indian name printed prominently. The FTR 1200S gets a 4.3 inches ride command touchscreen, 3 ride modes that are Sport, Standard and Rain, a fully adjustable front and rear suspension, lean sensitive traction and stability control. Apart from the LCD touchscreen display, we have Bluetooth and fast charging USB port, digital tachometer, odometer, trip meter, engine temperature and low fuel lamp. For the screen, you can choose a day theme or an auto theme or a night theme. In the day theme, the screen becomes white and the figures and indicators become black. Everything stands out very clear even during a very bright day. In the night theme, the screen becomes dark and everything displayed on it is in white. In the auto theme, everything happens automatically and it changes from white to black as the day progresses. Now, interestingly, the touchscreen can be operated with your gloves on, and that is quite a relief for the rider. The touchscreen functions can be operated through 2 switches on both sides of the handlebar. Talking of switches, there are not many in this motorcycle, and that is quite a relief. The left has the cruise control buttons, the screen function buttons, a combined button for indicators and hazard lights, and a button for the horn. The right switch has a start and kill function for the engine, apart from another switch for the screen functions. The front brake lever can be adjusted for your grip. The front suspension comprises inverted telescopic cartridge fork with 150 mm travel, while the rear is a monotube IFB with 150 mm travel. The front brakes consist of a dual disc with a 4-piston caliper, while the rear is a single disc with a 2-piston caliper. The front tire is 120 by 70 R19 and the rear is 150 by 70 R18. The sporty twin exhausts are strategically inclined upwards for redefining the sporty character of the bike. True to its sporty design, the V-Twin 2 performs very sportingly. The moment you slot it into the first gear and move, the acceleration is quite evident, and reaching speeds beyond 100 km per hour comes in a flash. Unlike the real flat track racer, this one is quite tamed and thankfully rides steady on roads. Since the new traffic norms had kicked in by the time we got our hands on the FTR 1200S, we had to be very careful about pushing it too hard. The seating position is very comfortable, and those less than 5 feet 10 inches in height will have to really stretch their feet to plant it on the ground while the bike is stationary. The riding position is again amazing, with the handlebars placed perfectly for both a speed run as well as cutting through normal traffic. What I really like about the bike is that everything is very minimalistic. You have to choose from 3 different ride modes: Sport, Standard and Rain. It's least complicated. The speed digits are prominently displayed on the screen for the rider to glance down even at high speeds. Even when I hesitatingly touched 132 km per hour, I knew the bike had lots and lots of juice left for it to go a lot further. The disc brake sure had a lot of bite, and coming down from 100 to 0 km per hour was very exact. We tried out the standard and sport modes and got to experience the changing character of the bike. The standard mode can get you all excited with its throttle response, while the sport mode is simply the icing on the cake. Riding through the thick of traffic is not much of a hassle for this chunky bike, but despite the engine being liquid cooled, the heat dissipation can get you a tad uncomfortable, but that is bearable. While I enjoyed the flat track character of the bike on the road, I did take it on some loose soil and switched off the ABS and traction control. That brought its own fun. The FTR 1200S is truly a very capable bike, and for Indian motorcycle, it's going to be the cherry on the already strong lineup in India. By now you must be definitely convinced that this FTR 1200S from Indian Motorcycle is a mean machine, and a capable one too. If you have liked this video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you have not subscribed to the Motown India channel, do so now. And across our various social media platforms, like us and subscribe as the case may be. Till the next time, ciao, and always remember, when you're on a moving two-wheeler, wear your helmet.